Utthita Trikonasana. We'll inhale and open up to the right. You can either step like this, or you can take a little jump. You bend the knees and inhale, jump open to the right. We'll turn the right toes out and the left toes in. Now in Ashtanga, we use a shorter stance. So a lot of systems, the triangle stance will be pretty long. In Ashtanga, it's a shorter stance, roughly about 2.5 feet between your heels. So it's a heel-to-heel alignment, and heel-to-heel mostly so that it's easy to transition from side to side. You just pivot on your heels. So we stay heel-to-heel alignment. Your right foot is pointing straight back, and your left foot is at an angle. It's not parallel to the back edge of your mat. It's also not quite at 45 degrees. It's right in between. Now, one of the things we see happening in triangle pose is that we tend to lock out the knee and the leg is not working. We really want to avoid doing this. This will cause this is hyperextending the leg, and it can eventually cause some issues with your knee. So you want to find the sense that you're pressing the shin bone up and then lifting the kneecap up the thigh. So there's a huge difference here between this, an inactive leg, and then the shin bone lifting up, and then the kneecap lifting the quadriceps so that you're really engaging your quads. And this will be a nice active leg that isn't hyperextended. It also means that we're finding the lateral rotation of the femur bone, the thigh bone, and the hip socket. So from there, we inhale, take the arms up. We have our legs set. Our hips are going to be at a slight angle. They're not going to be completely open. Inhale, take the arms up, out to the side. And then as you exhale, you reach towards the back of the room, creating lots of length in this underside of your body. And you just take your hand anywhere along the shin. What we want to make sure doesn't happen is that we don't start to side bend. The underside of the body lengthens as the left side contracts. You can either take the hand to the shin and then stack the left shoulder over the right. Ideally, we have the shoulders stacked over top of the shin, rather than the shoulders coming forward and that hip sticking out. We want to keep everything on one line. If you can, you reach down and you hook your big toe, and then you reach the left arm up to the ceiling and twist. If it's okay for your neck, you look up to the thumb. If you're starting to strain your neck, just stay looking to the side wall. 5 breaths in the pose. It's 1, legs nice and strong. 2, keep extending through the crown of your head. 3, shoulders stay down the back. 4, and 5. On an inhale, come on up, and we'll change sides. Turn your left toes out, right toes in. So again, a heel-to-heel alignment. We're going to spin the left thigh bone out from deep into the hip socket so that the knee is pointing to the second toe. Press the roots of the toes, particularly the big toe mound, and lift the kneecap up the thigh and start to pull the left hip back. Now, as we pull the left hip back, we want to firm it into center, and then we hinge at the left hip and we fold out over the left leg. As we lengthen the left side body, we're contracting the right side body. And then you take the hand anywhere along the shin, ankle, or eventually we grab the big toe. Now, if in grabbing the big toe, you wind up folding forward and sticking that left hip out, then you've gone too far. You may want to come back up a bit. So reach for the toe. If you can keep your toes, your second toe, your ankle, your knee, and your hip all in one line. Stack both shoulders over top of your left leg and raise the right arm up to the ceiling. Gaze is towards your right thumb. It's 1, 2, deep breathing into your chest. 3, spread your toes continually. 4, keep pressing the big toe mound. And 5.